Real Music Variety, this is 2ST across the Shoalhaven and the Highlands, the weekend. And on the weekends, we like to get outdoors and enjoy. But there's some situations where we can't do it in many areas, particularly those people in Victoria. But here in New South Wales, outdoor education has been banned by the state government. And there's questions being asked about it, as I said earlier. Pubs, clubs, shopping centres, all open for business, but outdoor education facilities have been banned and closed down. Someone who loves the outdoors is Tim MacCartney-Snape, and patron of the Outdoor Council of Australia, also the first Australian to reach the summit of Mount Everest. He's on the line right now, and it's a very good morning to you. Tim, how are you today?
I'm well, thanks, Graham.
We're just having a bit of a problem with his phone, but I think we've got him now. Hello?
Hello, Graham. I'm well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
No problems at all. That's a bit better. Now, first of all, being the first to climb Mount Everest, what does that feel like? And you taking it through your life after doing it many years ago?
Well, doing something like that is providing you survive. It gives you a tremendous amount of self-confidence in being able to tackle difficult situations. And, well, I guess it's given me a lifelong sort of mission to make sure that everyone can enjoy challenges in the outdoors, because it's one of the great things about being alive.
And this just seems to be a rather bizarre anomaly, because more and more people are saying getting out into the fresh air, enjoying walks and hiking and what have you, is part of a great thing to support your mental health. But outdoor education's being banned, and there's a number of people that are now starting to say, listen, Gladys, you better listen to us because we need this lifted, this ban.
Absolutely. There's overwhelming evidence, as you say, that has mental health benefits, but there's also overwhelming evidence that being outside reduces the risk of transmission of any infection to almost zero. People don't get infected from being outside; they get infected from being in enclosed spaces. And
this industry we're talking about, it's pretty major. Like it injects about $7.5 billion into the economy. And why do you think?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, so many of my friends and colleagues have no work because of this ban. And on top of the bushfire drought emergency earlier on, and then the floods, it's been devastating. That these people haven't been working all year, in fact, from the end of last year. So, and then the benefits that have been denied to students because of all this is it's definitely taking its toll. I mean, my nephew is really depressed by the fact that his skiing excursion was cancelled, and that's just one little example.
Mm.
The outdoors is the greatest classroom. We have so many great outdoor assets in New South Wales, but they're empty now, and at a time of greatest need.
Well, the thing is that I don't understand is that, as you say, there's various other outlets that are open, and let's face it, there's been situations where there's been breakouts through pubs and restaurants and things like that. And as you say, really, the safer option is being outdoors in the fresh air, moving and getting your mind thinking about the natural side of things, both on the coast and also the highlands. Why do you think they're not? Yeah. Why do you think they're not approaching it in the same way?
Well, I think I'm hoping it's just an oversight. I can't think that anyone sat down and logically thought about it, because they wouldn't come to the conclusion that it's just an oversight, just a broad sweeping regulation that I think governments at the moment are very timid. They don't want any outbreak to happen on their watch, so they just bring on these blanket bans without thinking about it logically and thinking about the consequences of the bans, because the consequences here are major, and it's all for nothing, because there's no doubt that there's very low risk of infection. In fact, it's healthier to be outdoors than in the classroom.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, the good thing is you've got people in the ear of Gladys. You've got Nathaniel Smith in the Wallandilly, and you've also got Shelley Hancock on the south coast, as well as Gareth Ward on the south coast, Wendy Tuckerman in the Goulburn area. If they can't get in her ear and say, look, we've got to have a look at this, there's something wrong, don't you think?
Absolutely. No, it's just an anomaly that needs correcting. And, I understand it's a new thing for everyone to experience, and there are mistakes that are going to be made, such as this one, and when you realise the mistake, you correct it. That's a correct way of going about things. So hopefully we'll see the great outdoors being utilised for what they're for their greatest benefit, which is to the mental health of young people and the physical health too.
Good on you, mate. Great to talk to you this morning. I know you're very passionate about it, and hopefully we'll get some leeway here.
Thanks very much for your interest, Graham.
No worries at all. Great to talk. Tim MacCartney-Snape, patron of the Outdoor Council of Australia and the first Australian to reach the summit of Mount Everest. And as you can hear, very passionate about getting outdoors and enjoying our life in a holistic way. This is 2ST. Good morning. It's 7:15.